Housing is still very affordable for first-time homebuyers, but in many cases, your spending habits may not be. So today we're going to have a little bit of fun, and I might offend a few people, but that's okay because I like to get real and I like to just tell people how it is. So I hear this a lot. We hear it in the news. It's everywhere that the first time home buyer, the younger generation is unaffordable. You cannot buy a house if you're young, right? That's what everyone keeps saying. Well, that's actually not the case. Housing is still very affordable. It all comes down to your spending habits. And right now, to be honest, things are just too easy to buy. And there's certain debts that are just too easy to get. For example, auto loans. Anybody with halfway decent credit and even bad credit, if you really are looking in the wrong place, you can go into a dealership or one of those pay cash, leave here sort of things, and get an auto loan and get charged 20% or whatever the case may be. And you might only be making 30 grand a year, but you have a $700 a month car payment. That's part of the problem right there, right, guys? So with mortgages, we really do go deep into the application, and the amount that you qualify for directly reflects how much money you bring in accordance with the debts that you have and the money that you're spending. Right now, it's the common thing, right? You can go to Starbucks and get your $7 coffee every single day. That adds up. If you were to add up all of that money that you're spending every single day on stuff that you don't need, that could have been your down payment right there for buying a house. That could be the money you need to furnish things once you're in the house. So it really comes down to how you're spending your money. And if you need help with this, or if you want someone to review it, let me do it. I'd love to, because I've done it myself. I was that stupid kid who, when I was 21, decided to go buy a brand new car at the dealership because I wanted the big shiny new car and have a $550 a month car payment when I'm making minimum wage. That is crazy. We need to stop that, because if you put your housing first, though every dollar you spend is an investment. It really is. You're investing in something. You're either investing something that's going to make your life better, make you more money, or make you lose money. Everything that you spend is an investment, guys. And the sooner you realize that, and you can allocate those dollars to things that will make you money, it just gets easier and easier from there. It's hard to be poor. It's hard to be rich. You need to find which one of those hards you want to deal with, because I can promise you, you don't need that brand new car, especially when you're younger, because that is a depreciating asset. Those things you're going to sell it for less than what you paid for it. That's just how it works. Whereas with a house, and again, most people need a place to live. So if you're going to have a place to live, you should choose to pay for something that you own that's going to increase in value. Take it from anybody that's bought in the last year. If they look to sell this year, they're sitting on a ton of equity, and they can use those funds to buy other things or additional investments, or maybe have a little extra cash to put money towards things like investing in the stock market and things like that. So guys, I really want to talk more about this sort of topic, about the things we can do to help make our lives better through the correct financial education. And a lot of the times it's people don't know where to start, right? You feel like you're stuck. Your housing is too unaffordable. Well, I pulled some numbers. If you look at your average household income right now, let's see, where did I put it? It's about 58 grand a year. So that's the average household income. I'm not sure if that's where you're at, but that's about where it is. So that works out to be, like $4,300 and some change every single month. Now, when we look at having a mortgage, you have to take a look at that mortgage payment in accordance with your monthly income. So if your mortgage payment is $2,100 a month, which will buy you a pretty decent house, even with a down payment assistance or a low down situation, $2,100 a month in a mortgage will get you about a $380,000 purchase price, maybe even a little bit higher, depending on the area and the type of loan that we're doing, etc. But it's going to be, and you can qualify for that with the median income of $58,000 a year, no problem. But if you've got additional debts, if you have a $700 a month car payment, you're not qualifying for that. If you have a bunch of different credit cards, if you have 17 credit cards, and even though they all have a bunch of little bit minimum payments, all of that adds up. The decision making you make every single day with the money that you spend determines where you're going to be in the future. And here's the other cool thing. If you own a home and you've got yourself into that situation, you have a way out. I just got done helping somebody with a debt consolidation review. It was super cool because there was a lot of credit card debt. You know what happens? We've all been there. But they bought their house 3 years ago. So guess what? And they used a down payment assistance loan. So they didn't have any money 3 years ago when they bought this house. But now they're sitting on over $150,000 in equity. That's more than enough to pay off the $40,000 in credit card debt that we needed to do. And it bettered this person's life to the tune of $1,000 extra per month in their pocket. That is the power of home ownership, and that is the power of allocating your dollars to the correct place every single month. So I really would love to show you how to do this. It's not as hard as you think. If you are not a homeowner and you are thinking of becoming one, I don't care what your excuse is. If you have bad credit, call me. If you don't have any money, call me. The only requirement is you do need a job. We have to have some sort of income to be able to get you a home loan. So guys, I can't stress this enough. Using your money the correct ways, and especially when you're younger, when you're early, you have time. You have time to make the mistakes. I've made the mistakes, and luckily I was able to correct them and get myself in a better situation. So I love to show people how to do it that exact same way. So please give me a call, and if you have any questions or comments, or if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just full of it and that housing is unaffordable, I'd love to hear your reasons why, because I guarantee it's probably just your spending that's out of control. Have a great day, guys.